Just when I thought I had reached the bottom of the level of stupidity coming out of our Navy, a whole new floor drops out, and there's yet even a further level of stupid that gets revealed. I mean, I don't know seriously what is wrong with naval command in our country, but let me delineate clearly what I'm talking about here. Not your average, everyday petty officer and seamen out there. Those guys are worthy of your respect, your honor, and your appreciation. They are the best America has to offer. However, what they are serving under right now can only be described as epic, stupid. I can't even think of a better word right now. So this commander of the ship, has, of course, pled not guilty to negligence charges brought against him. So reading through here, I was thinking, well, this is not that big of an article. There's really not much to report on this. But then, of course, they include the charge sheet. Now, I'm going to zoom this in, and I kid you not, this is the redacted charge sheet that they provided. And I don't know what world these people are living in, whether it's still 1987 for them or what the hell's going on. But they've just decided to line out certain things without redacting it to show you what they were trying to cross out and how they are trying to finagle things to make words seem like they don't mean what they mean. Now I'm going to zoom in here and see if we can do this. Sorry about this. Give me 1 second. And you can read this for yourself. This is on USNI. Basically, here's the charges. On or about 16 June 2017 was derelict in the performance of those duties in that he negligently failed to ensure the safe navigation of said vessel, as it was his duty to do so as commanding officer, to wit, provide proper, lined out, replaced with the word adequate. There's a difference. I mean, my military guys out there right now are probably literally falling on the floor. That now there's going to be a military definition of proper v. adequate. Oversight of the ship's watch in high traffic navigation conditions. Lined out. Oversight of the ship's watch considering the navigational and traffic conditions. You see, now they're realizing something, I think, very clearly. That they don't have a case. That the lies have now been so uncovered and so revealed to the average person, basic logic argues with all of it. To continue here, approve a proper watch bill, change to approve an adequate watch bill. Can someone please, educate me on this, the difference between proper and adequate? Either it was right or it wasn't right. If they're charging this guy with a crime, either he committed the crime or he didn't commit the crime. Revise standing orders to account for, now I think this is just lined out because of a misspelling, but did they not have computers that can just delete words and put them in? I don't get this. Degraded equipment. And that such dereliction of duty resulted in the death of gunner's mate, and goes through the list here. And down here at the bottom, we'll see if we can get this. Here, they have lined out the term failed to inspect the conduct of members under his command, changed to negligently failed to adequately train and inspect. Is that what they're going for here? Adequately train and inspect? The guy had been aboard the boat for 30 days and he was asleep. These people are living in la la land. if they think that they're going to get a conviction on this guy. And if they don't get a conviction on this guy, there's going to be some pretty hard questions to answer about 17 dead sailors. And I don't think they want to start answering them. I mean, adequate is now put into a criminal charge in place of the word proper. And now this ambiguous term, considering the navigational and traffic conditions versus in a high traffic navigation condition, and literally the way that they're doing it, lining it out so that you can still see what the words were, and then just adding what they want to add to the top of it. I guess I shouldn't expect anything more, given the fact that they used crayons to show us what the courses of all of the ships were, and couldn't get the times right the first time they put it out, and the fact that their reports argue with themselves over and over again. It's just beyond belief. It really is. And it would be comical if there were not 7 coffins as a result of this. And I mean that. I absolutely mean that. This is, if there's anything criminal going on, it's on the part of the Navy hierarchy, not this guy. There should be some people way farther up the food chain than this guy that should be put before a judge and a tribunal, but of course they took their golden parachutes. Now, in related news, believe it or not, I was doing some research on the submarine cable angle because, you know, we're standing up this brand new, spanking new fleet out in the Atlantic, the Second Fleet, because of all of this activity. Guess what's happened? Vessel Finder has taken away the option to pull up a nautical map showing where all of these cables are. And just to give you an example, this is a video that I did a whole bunch of them, where you could go to Vessel Finder, you could click on a little selection that said, it said Vessel Finder map, or it said nautical map, and you could click nautical map, and it would show all of the topography, and it would show where all of these cables were. That's gone. You can't do that anymore on Vessel Finder, and I can't find any mapping program out there that does it. Now, there are some, before anybody says, oh, there's all sorts of maps. Yes, there are. Of the major cables, all the real big ones, sure, absolutely, all sorts of sources. What you could do here is you could get right up into the ports, and you could see exactly where all the little tiny cables were. They did this so that ships could, you know where not to drop an anchor. And I did over a dozen videos where I pulled these up. And I don't know if you can see this here, but down here it says SUBM cable. Vessel Finder's gotten rid of it. It's gone. I mean, I've looked all over this page and clicked all through here to try to find that little selector up here. It used to be up here in the upper right-hand corner, and you could select nautical map, and then there was this little thing down here with a little spyglass on it, and you could basically check direction and travel and all this kind of stuff. It's gone. Does not exist anymore. So I'm wondering, if maybe there were some folks using this for nefarious purposes, finding out where all of these cables were exactly, and then doing things they shouldn't have been doing, giving all the coverage we've had of the Russians out in the Atlantic, and maybe even this issue. Because we tracked a lot of ships and a lot of strange activity with U.S. destroyers around these cables. And I didn't bring it up, but on, you can find this on USNI. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Did you know that right before this issue happened with the McCain, that the McCain sailed through the strait with Taiwan and China? I did not realize this. It was right before. Yeah, when talking about the 2 U.S. destroyers that just recently did it, but in the article down here, there was a little blurb about the last time that a ship sailed in that little strait of, the Straits of Taiwan, I guess you call it, the Taiwan Strait. The last ship to do this was the McCain. Yeah, the transit of Benfold and Mustin is the first U.S. Navy transit of the Taiwan Strait since July 2017. Now, that's between the issue with the Fitz and the McCain. Then, the Japan-based destroyer, USS John S. McCain, DDG-56, made the passage. So right before July 2017, they had their issue. They were provoking China. The McCain was. And we've already shown that the Fitzgerald was up near North Korea a month before its quote-unquote accident happened. Just more strangeness. Can't make this stuff up, but I guess we will leave it there and let you guys figure this out. But Vessel Finder has taken away the nautical maps, and it seems like the Navy does not have the ability to even write a charge sheet properly. So, like, share, subscribe.